Hey everyone, this is Allie, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through MX Merchant Express. Now, MX Merchant Express can be used on both an iPhone and an iPad. In this video I'm going to show you it on an iPad, but just to keep that in mind. So I've already got it installed on the iPad, and you'll see it's just this orange icon with MX Merchant and the little Express banner in the upper left-hand corner. So just click on that. You would go through a sign-in process. It's the exact same credentials that you're using for MX Merchant today, and you'll get right in. So initially you'll see it looks just like a calculator. We can enter in the dollar amount transaction that we're looking to process. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner we've got the plus and minus, so that's to switch it between a sale and refund. So you can see it's pretty obvious when it's in refund status. Now in the upper right-hand corner, the dollar sign with the arrow pointing to the right, that's how we're going to get over to the credit card entry. If I had a swiper on here, I would just go ahead and swipe the card, and then I'd go over to the approve pop-up, but we'll just go through the card entry, just so you know what that looks like. Now I can go ahead and click charge after this, or I can use this camera icon just above the white box, and the camera icon just brings up the scanner, and I can actually scan a picture of the credit card. Now it's not going to save it to my camera roll, it's just going to pull in all the data on the raised card numbers. So for example, on a gift certificate, or a gift card, I wouldn't be able to use this feature because those card numbers aren't raised, they're imprinted. Now we also get a question a lot, does the camera icon and that kind of scan qualify for swipe? And it does not. So this would be the equivalent of a keyed transaction, just a quicker keyed option. Alright, so enough about that. Let's click charge. Now we can choose whether we want to see this custom data or the advanced data, or whether we don't. That's a setting in MX Merchant that you can certainly find. That's under the settings and payment in MX Merchant on the web. So I do have it turned on just so you can see what it looks like. It's the same as the advanced section in Quick Pay. So we've got our memo note, customer name, customer number, PO order and invoice number, tax amount, and if they're tax exempt. Now the customer name is pretty nice because I can go in here and I can search for a customer, and apply this payment to that customer or associate the two. So I'll click continue and you can see that the payment went through. We'll click OK and we'll do a signature. And now if I did have tips turned on, you would see tips just across the top of this white box here. I would be able to do any of the default tips that I set up, which I'll show you in just a minute, or I'd also be able to select a custom tip amount that I wanted to apply. So we'll click continue. I'm happy with that signature. And I've already got a customer on here, but I can change the customer and select another customer from my customer list, or I could create a new customer if I needed to. And then the second half of this is just my receipt option. So I can email, text, print, or if I don't need a receipt at all, I can certainly do that. So we'll go ahead and text. Also, before we do this, so this down here is previous phone numbers used with this card or this customer. So this customer has phone numbers on file, and so it's just helping us speed up this process a little bit more. So we'll click that. And then the payment's complete. So we'll click OK. Now, up in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see the three lines, also known as the hamburger menu. We'll click on that. Now this shows us our history, settings, support, and then an option to sign out as well. The history is going to give us all of our payment and batch history. So we'll see all of the transactions that were taken, and they're separated by day. You'll see that little gray bar at the top separating each one of those with the total in the right-hand corner. And then I can also click into any one of these if I needed to do any additional functions on these payments. So I'll click on this first one up here, this $12. Now I can see what that card looks like, or that payment looked like. I'll see the signature as well, so we do capture that in case they need it for auditing purposes. And then I can resend the receipt, which will give me those same options if I wanted to email, text, or print it. I can void this transaction, and if there was a tip on here, I'd be able to adjust the tip should I need to. Alright, so just switching that option up at the top there, now we're going over to batches. So you can see any open batches. They're pretty easily indicated with that green box and the open at the top. And then we can see any previous batches that are closed, processing you see here. So it gives you all the statuses as well as the breakdown for each one. So the sales count and the total, refund count, total, and then the open and close date and timestamp. So if I needed to, I can click into a batch. We'll do this 171. Looks like it's about time to close that one anyways. And you'll see all of the different payment types that were taken. So you can see the card type and the dollar amount, as well as if there was any tip associated with them. And we can also close the batch from here as well. So I'll go ahead and close so you can see what that looks like. We just get a yes, no confirmation. And then now you can see batch is pending close. And if we go back to that batch screen, you'll see that it's in the pending status now. All right, so let's go back out to the other ones. So for our settings, we have quite a few options over here for the settings. We've got the location. So I have a multi-merchant location and I can pick between those. It's kind of a unique list of multi-merchant, but you see what I'm saying. For the signature, I can choose whether I want to accept a digital signature. And then if I want to always require it never or only over $25. Now, if I turn this off, I can still print out the receipt and receive a printed signature. So this is just a merchant option there. For the tips, I can select if I want to collect tips at all. And then it's going to give me the option to set my own amounts. So if I'm not happy with that no tip 15, 20, and 25, I can come down here and customize these. So if I wanted this to be 30, then I can do that. Now, smart tips are going to convert tips from percentages to dollar amounts if a transaction is less than $10. So 10% of $2 is not a great tip. So since it's not, then we've converted that into $1, $2, and $3, and then they also have the custom option as well where they can enter in whatever they want. So we do have that default as well, and that's that smart tips option right there if we wanted to add that. For the printers, this is just to add any Bluetooth printers if we needed to, so we can configure that and look for those by clicking that plus button in the upper right. Same with card readers. Appearance, if you wanted to change the colors, so I'll give you a little example here. Click lime. It will change all of the text in here to, or special text in here, to the lime green or whichever color was selected. Let's go back to white. All right, so we've got the advanced option in here, which is to help set defaults. So if you do have a swiper in here and you want to always have the card present, then you can select these as well, or you can ask. And we have prompt for custom data, which is that section that you saw with the memo, note, customer name. So if we want to run through these transactions and we don't even want to see that page, we can just turn this off here and we'll go right into the receipt options. So again, just merchant preference and how much information they need to collect. And then we've got the support information as well as an updated help center, so that gives them help documentation if they need it. And a sign out button. So that's MX Merchant Express. It's extremely easy. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thanks so much.